I'm Tig.
I'm Chelsea.
And we're the T's and C's Apply podcast. But today, we are trying Ireland's fittest family.
Woo! No, wait on. Midlands. Fittest.
Okay, so it's not the full thing, but it's a good taste of what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
So we say we're going to put our hand to it and see what doing these family fitness challenges are like. Welcome to the T's and C's analysis studio, where we will walk you through each one of the events and how well we do it. What are you expecting from our events today, Chelsea?
I feel like Marty Morrissey right now.
Chelsea, we've got a small problem.
What?
There's only 2 of us, we need 4.
Let's go find 2 more.
Nice jersey, by the way. Where'd you get it made?
D Armour. Go check them out on Instagram.
Let's have a look. Let's see the front. Let's see the front of this lovely jersey. Ooh, look at that logo. Follow whoever they are.
That's right. Throughout this video, I am not going to be ashamed about the fact I'm giving us a little plug. So make sure, go subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out our Instagram.
What about these 2?
Yeah, they look like they match. Have you got a team? No. Is it cool if we pitch it for this competition?
Absolutely. Running on empty.
Will they do?
They'll do. I think it's too late, David. I don't know. I don't think so. Do you think they're competitive? I know. No, I don't think so either. No, I don't think so. I think we have this in the bag. Like. They're absolutely easy. Yeah, easy. We'll be dragging them along, sure. That's carrying the team. Carrying the team. That's what we're here for. No, someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. Right, Tig, walk through the course there.
So the premise at the beginning is they want to absolutely wreck you before you even get on the course. So you've got 90 seconds to do 200 leg ups. So basically you have to get both feet up on top of the box, followed by a 12-minute hang, split between the entire group. So about 3 minutes each. Once you've got that done, you're immediately onto the course. You've got 2 balance beams you've got to be on. If you fall off those, you've got to start again, go all over. You got 3 attempts, fall it, you fail, you add 30 seconds to your time. Then at the end, we are looking at a cargo net. You've got to crawl underneath. It's about 20 meters long. From there, you're going to go carry some sandbags, different weights. You don't know which weights they are, so you want to be tactical about who's carrying what in your team. Bringing it around the 4 cones, bringing it back to the start. You've got a 5-foot wall that we all have to get over, straight onto a log carry that goes all the ways down about 100 meters, turn straight back up to the top again. Back up another 100-meter run, into a tyre slalom. You've got to bring your tyres around the cones, back to the start again. And then from there you're doing a 10-meter wall jump, probably one of the hardest parts of the course. Through the tunnel, up to the monkey bars. Once you finish the monkey bars, round the corner, through the inflatable obstacle course, and then finishing off on the skater park board. Really difficult, and we've seen every team so far really struggle to get that last one. You've got to get up to the top, run yourself up the ramp, and hopefully your teammates at the top to grab you.
Nerves are really kicking in now. It's like 10 minutes to go. I'm like, ah.
Right, so before we get into this obstacle course, Chelsea, what do you reckon, time-wise? How do you think we'll get on? What time do you reckon?
I mean, I'm being optimistic here, lads, right? Being optimistic, I'm believing in our team. I'm believing in myself, alright? I'm gonna say, like, 15 minutes.
What? In the comment section below, put in the time you think we're going to get that obstacle course in. You've seen it, you know how many obstacles are there. I want to hear your suggestions, and while you're down there, go subscribe to the channel.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it!
And of course we're starting off with the first event, which is the leg ups.
Leg ups.
90 second long. As you can see, we were absolutely baiting through this event.
Boshing through them.
It could be video effects of us speeding up as well. Just stop wasting your time, to be honest.
Not gonna lie though, I tripped up once or twice there. Oh, here we have the hang toss.
The hang tough, as you see, Owen, calmness personified.
Absolute
Chelsea. It looks like she's thinking about shoes, and this guy is thinking about all the burgers he ate in the build up to this event.
Look at Molly, absolutely breeze.
Unbelievable. And you can see I'm even saying it, just absolutely phenomenal effort. Girls, smash that one. See, it's not all about being big and massive and whatever. You need to be small and sleek for these kind of things.
Holding your own weight is hard, like. Starting it.
Which one? Of course, David Fitz is stepping in now.
My man.
Wise words of wisdom. It's not too often a Cork man listens to a Clare man, but in this case, I took every single piece of his advice. Off we go. This is
off we go.
Owen balancing.
That's
of course.
It on.
The first event, 2 balance beams.
Right.
A breeze. I'm not going to lie. I think that's because
breeze to an extent. Yeah. Our legs work fairly wobbly now after step ups.
But I would say that we are very good at balancing everything based on our lifestyle. We balance everything in our life. Straight into the cargo nets. Now this was a nice little tricky tactic.
This was a tricky one.
Owen got in underneath straight away down to the other end.
Now I feel like Owen should have stopped there. After seeing other contenders now, I feel like Owen should have stopped.
Me ever the gentleman opening up the door, the gateway for the 2 ladies. Straight and look at that. Jesus, you wouldn't see that in the Irish Army.
Why I went sideways? Why did I go sideways? I don't know. I'll never know why I went sideways.
Owen gives Michaela a hand. Tells Chelsea not a hope. And I'm straight out. There we go. onto the sandbags now. Nice little tricky event, this one. You don't know what weight you're carrying.
No.
Which is tricky.
It's all a surprise, yeah.
Yeah, it was all a surprise. We see Michaela Chelsea getting that first lovely effort. They grab the bags at the front.
I regret so much not putting them over my shoulders.
Look at this, steaming ahead.
Look at this lad. Boom!
Do you know what that is? That's from years of carrying spuds around in bags for the mother when we're shopping. That's what that is.
Oh my God.
That is what we call a one-trip man. He is going to the shop, he's getting the bags, he's going one trip to the car and back. That's all it is. And off then straight away to the 6-foot wall. Owen absolutely boshing. That right there was years of experience.
Than it looks, lads. It might look harmless, but it was harder than it looks.
It is
look
a tough
Molly.
one. You
look
don't know
at
what's
muscles for Brussels there.
Straight
Look at Davey giving me the pep talk that I needed.
Straight away, Davey knew we were in trouble.
Yeah.
But I love what we do here. This technique at the 6-foot wall.
We absolutely bossed through
Two
this.
fellas straight in, get the two girls over,
Straight
bang,
over
one up, over,
Hup.
no bother. Hup. She's been hopping fences and off me for
legs off
years.
me, not gonna lie to you.
She's off, no bother. Michaela straight up, over she goes.
He was like, walk it off, girl, walk it off, walk it off. You have time, walk it off.
Along now to the log pull.
The log, yeah.
Now this is actually quite a tough little event as well, because you have to distribute your weight equally.
I was just going to say, you have to distribute your weight. It's all about balance, lads.
So as usual, myself and Chelsea, because we like to take the limelight, we were at the front of that, just because we knew that was where the best camera angle was. Owen and Michaela at the back, bringing it along nicely. They're actually doing the hard work of that event.
I was just going to say, they're actually doing the hard because they're at the back.
I haven't pulled that hard since I was 18. That's what that's on a night out. Down to the turn. Now most teams took the technique of going the full 180 turn, whereas down below we wanted to go for a little bit of a change tactic, just a quick little turnaround. I think we made a mistake there in terms of
possibly. I feel like we
there was
should have just done a clean
miscommunication.
turn.
Two little miscommunications, and are we turning with shoulder?
No,
what's the
that was
story?
on my part because I thought we were just doing a clean turn.
She thought we were doing a full 180
we did a
there.
full switcheroo, like.
But not bad
We
technique
did all right
overall.
though.
Do you know,
Yeah,
it
we
was
did
still
all right.
very quick. I still think we would have matched the times of those people that were doing it. Michaela Chelsea struggling a little bit. The cardio of the two lads, you can see front row, full
The
back.
two lads absolutely gone.
That's the rugby there, you know.
Taking no
80
prisoners,
minutes down to the tyres. Now, this
I
is
will say though, fair play to the two of you. The two of you knew that myself and Molly, well me especially, was struggling with the cardio side, and the two of you were like, we'll crack on. We'll crack on. So fair play to the two of you.
This is where the years of working as a farmhand has come in handy. Shoving those big tyres up onto the silage pits. I'm telling you, it paid dividends today anyway, because we were absolutely ploughing through. Myself and Owen got that first tyre down, no bother to the first
no
half.
hassle whatsoever.
The girls came around the corner and we said, right, let's split them up, let's get going with that second tyre. So I think you forgot to listen to me though, because I was like, slow a little bit, and you were like, double time please. But we managed to get there. We got around the cones. Lovely technique. She's been pushing hard. That's I would say she's the big pusher in the relationship as well. Go on, keep going, will you?
Carry this relationship.
So anyway, then we see tactics
I
here.
started to make
Send
my way to the
yourself
wall.
and Michaela on the way. Myself and Owen will finish off the tyres,
Yeah.
because it is onto the 10-foot wall now after
You make it
this.
look so easy.
Sure, look, you know, this is from horsing around on the rugby pitch.
That's it, Owen. Up you go.
Pure, what can I say, pure West Cork beef as well.
Oh, please.
Owen, of course, from Kerry. He's best known for killing two stones with one bird. As you can see, the shorts couldn't get any shorter on me as well. I had a good Christmas, okay. I know you're going to say Ty gets May, but I'm going to still maintain it was a good Christmas. Of course,
I feel like we absolutely bossed through this wall now.
now, there was a little bit of a struggle here with me. I couldn't keep reaching the wall. I kept falling backwards. But luckily, Chelsea, as usual, has one hand on her bum. On my bum.
Went
She's
straight
there.
for
She
the
was
bum.
straight for the bum. And we got up on the 10-foot wall. Now, for everyone at home, I think you would agree with me on this one. That wall is a lot thinner than it looks.
Oh, lads,
And,
wait till you see me getting up on it.
all I can say is,
Painful.
based on this, I don't think either of the two of us are going to have any kids
so
anytime
bad
soon.
for Owen that had to carry both me and you on his shoulders. Like, look at him taking it like a boss.
Absolute
Man,
beast mode.
Owen.
Look at the shoulder press here. Look, that man has definitely been lifting 60 kgs inside the gym. Not a bother to him. Owen is just like, I'm going to just hold her here for the hope.
I'm actually cringing at myself right now. Oh my god.
But great technique, look, leaning back, getting the feet.
I couldn't find it. Look at me trying to find the beam.
No
Look.
bother, she's
That's
got
it, girl.
it.
You have it now. You have it.
Absolutely no bother. Look at that. Great technique. Lay on it. Of course, I'm used to laying down like that. Pretending I'm a slot. Michaela, light as a feather. She's no Spider-Man either, you know. And we do eventually get her over. She's kind of taking her time. She's just hanging
Do
out.
you know what? She did it herself though. She was
She
like,
did.
I
She
am
got that over.
I'm
No
gone.
bother.
Good luck.
And she is through. So Michaela
That's
is
it,
shooting
girl.
on to the next obstacle. Now we're just waiting
Up
on
to get the
Owen.
boss up.
Look at him, watch.
Look
One,
at this
two,
for technique.
Uniflu.
Boom.
Up you go.
Up it
boom.
goes. Double hand. Straight
Look
up.
at the strength in that lad.
Owen.
No,
Best.
look at you going straight for the bum.
Oh, what can I say? Cheeky squeeze. Cheeky squeeze. You got to do what you got to do.
I'd say when you did that, Owen was like, whoop.
Owen was like, Jesus, I've been asking Michaela to do that for months and she hasn't done it. Thanks very much for that. There's no wonder.
I actually forgot you did that.
Pep in a step after that, I tell you that much. I tell you, Owen though, best thing out of Kerry since the road to Cork.
Tell you now,
Really?
some man in this part, right in the tunnel, I was convinced that I kicked Owen in the face, and I finished the whole course going in my head. But he actually didn't. Bless his heart, he was actually putting his arm up to help me.
He was trying to give her a little
He was
shove.
trying to give me a little shove, but I actually thought I turned around and kicked him in the
True, and down onto the monkey bars. Now, I've never once before this event, genuinely, not as a kid, not as an adult, up until now, never completed a monkey bars. Not once. And you can see why. Look at that. I'm carrying a keg with me. You know? This fella then, you know, there's one way to do it and there's one way not to do it.
Yeah,
Look at the belly hanging out. Look at that. Do you know what that is? That looks like a fella reaching for it.
True. Like you flew through that. We are about.
That looked like a fella reaching out for chips in Superman.
Ready to pass out.
Ah, she's grand. We see Owen and Michaela bombing on next onto the inflatable balloon course.
Yep.
They're ready to go. Second last obstacle. Jesus, it is not a bad time this. You know,
No, it's not bad now, lads.
Very, very good. I'm not going to lie. Like, we've made a very strong effort there. Owen now moving on to the final event of it, the skater park ramp. It's about 12, 13 foot tall.
1, 2,
straight up, boom. Look
not
at
a
that.
problem.
He's been hopping walls since the age of 4 in practice for this event. Now, if you wanted any more evidence that this bouncing castle obstacle was any more difficult than you actually thought it was, Davy Fitz himself came through you.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Lost his trousers.
He lost his trousers coming through the inflatable. But I tell you what, Davy, some man.
Oh, lads, I
pulled-
actually haven't. I can't say anything more.
And now we move on to Michaela.
Molly.
Small and mighty. Look at Molly
Up
go.
she goes. Look
Now,
at her.
look at this for technique. One hand onto the skater park, one hand with Owen, and then the flop. Just waiting there. Of course, she's doing
In
this.
fairness, I completely understand. It's so hard to get a grip on that ramp. Your feet are
So
just
slippy.
going underneath you.
So
It's
slippy.
so slippy. It's so hard to get a grip. So I completely understand how difficult that was for Molly. But she absolutely boshes through it now in a second. Watch.
Look at this now. Just the repeated footwork. Do you want great? It's like a mouse stuck in the bit of milk, turning.
Look at her. Look.
Turning. Look
Up
at that.
she
Up.
goes.
And then final
taking
gas the
spin
technique
and all.
there. Get that left leg up. Get the left leg up first, and you are up. That's all that matters. Get that left leg up or the right leg, whichever
She
one.
absolutely
Boom, up you
bossed
go.
that, so she did.
And
Here
here
comes the
comes
main
taking
man.
the time himself, and Jesus, I haven't moved that quickly since Supermax brought out the chicken breast sandwich. I tell you that much. That right there, pure raw power. Chelsea now moving on to the final obstacle, running up the ramp, gets a hold. Jeez, we are lucky that you managed. The 2 hands went out. Owen reached, failed, but who was there? Who was there? Mr. Reliable. One hand on her hand, one hand on her arse.
Owen has me on the other side.
At the end, if we run that back,
I'm telling you now, Owen had my right arm, you had my left arm.
we're going to have to go back for an adjudicator's review. Of
We
this,
are going
okay?
back.
We are going back.
Oh, what's that thing in sports? The
VAR. We're looking for
the VAR.
Well, VAR if you're into soccer, but I'm a rugby man. So what we're going to now is we're going to television match officials, TMO.
Yeah,
Right?
we're going
We
TMO.
want official review. We see
will
both
see
hands. Watch this.
Jesus Christ.
Watch this. Slow, steady. Run. Boom. Mrs. Owen saved by the reliable
Yeah, but
person.
Owen
in the-
has me now.
Now he has you, but who stops you from falling in the first place? That's right, the man with his hand on your bum. That
Look
man.
at my girl. I can just point out Michaela is just standing there, absolutely like cheering me on. That's what you call a hype girl, Molly. Thank you for that. I needed that motivation right there. Like this man right here, Davy Fitz. I honestly, I cannot say like one bad thing about him. He was the biggest motivator. Like at the end of it, he was telling me how proud he was for the fact that I actually just finished it. It wasn't about he kept reminding me, it's not about time, it's not about anything like that. It's the fact that you took part, you completed it, and it's the feeling you get for yourself at the end of it. And I'm so glad that I did.
Yeah.
Davey, what do you reckon? Will we good enough for Ireland's Space family? I think there's potential, right? I really think there's potential. No, she thought this was handy, so she did.
I completely
What do you think now?
It's tough, man.
It's tough, but
Very
do you know what the big thing is? You didn't give up.
No.
You didn't give up, I love it, I love it. Listen, well done.
There you go.
Thank you
Well
so
done.
much.
All right.
Thank
Well done,
you.
Davey.
Cheers, thanks
Well
for
done.
that.
Great
There you
stuff.
go. T's and C's have tried Ireland's Fittest family.
Give it a shot.
Harder than it looks.
Oh, it's way harder
Bloody
than
hell.
this, lads.
Again, massive shout out to Davy Fitz for
Huge.
like just allowing us to take part and to record this entire thing.
Yeah. And fair play to him for putting such a fantastic event together. It was a great fundraiser. There was a massive turnout on the day. We were super blessed with the weather. Oh my goodness. We got a lovely sunburn on the day, which was fabulous. But it was an absolutely fantastic event. Great turnout. Loads of money raised. I mean, what more could you want?
Exactly. That's
That's
all
the
that
main-
matters.
that's the
and
main
we
thing.
look forward to hearing more suggestions from you guys about different challenges you'd like to see us do.
Yes. Let
The
us know
T's-
what you want us to try
The
next.
T's and C's. We want to try things.
We
T's and C's
do.
try. That's the whole
This
point
we
of
told
it.
you we were going to start this series. So any suggestions you have for us to try out, let us know.
That's right. Don't forget, guys, you can find our main podcast every Thursday morning at 6 a.m. It comes out on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Music or Apple Podcast. You can also find the full YouTube video as well of the podcast on here as well at the T's and C's Apply podcast. And our socials are?
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and you will find it under the handle of the T's and C's Apply podcast.
That's right. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on any of those socials. Send us a little message if you enjoyed this kind of stuff.
Let us know what you thought of the video.
Yeah, and let us know what you thought of our time in the end. Do you think 12 minutes is good, or do you think we could have done better? Let us know.